Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Marinaaa and it is officially December 13th, which means that it is officially my birthday. Woohoo! Okay guys, so today I'm going to be doing an unboxing of sorts. I ordered some things from the Playboy Shop online and I'm really excited to open them here with you guys. Now, not exactly open because I kind of already opened it and went through it, but that's okay because it just gives us easier access for this video. So, I guess I should explain a little bit why I'm ordering things from the Playboy Shop. So I've just always had this obsession with Playboy. Now, not what's in the magazines, it's not so much that. I liked the show The Girls Next Door, I really liked that show. And then after that, I read Holly Madison's book, Down the Rabbit Hole, which is amazing. I definitely recommend it, by the way. And I just really got into the whole Playboy thing. I liked to see what actually went on, like living in that world. It was just so bizarre and so weird and you just don't know who to believe, and it's like just this big mystery, and I really like it. In Holly Madison's book, she kind of put a negative spin onto Playboy. She was kind of expressing her thoughts and feelings about some things that she claims happened that were really negative and abusive and stuff like that. But then, of course, there are a lot of other playmates who said, no, none of that ever happened at all. Hef is an amazing guy. He would never do anything like that. So you just don't know really what's the truth. But after, seeing the show and reading the book, and you hear in the book like what she was actually thinking when this scene in the show happens and how it was nothing like what they made it seem and stuff like that, it's just really interesting. Alright, so the first thing that I have that is Playboy is right here. This is my Playboy necklace that I just got recently, and I accidentally ordered 2 of them, so my sister has the other. And then I got on the shop and I was like, oh yes, I'm gonna get me some cute stuff. So let's get right into it, shall we? The first thing that I just have to mention is that on top of the box they have this tissue paper with little Playboy bunnies on it, and it's just so cute. I really like that. I thought that was adorable. I'm probably gonna use it in one of my Christmas presents when I wrap them. The first thing that I ordered and that is in the box is this limited edition special tribute issue that they did for Hugh Hefner. So in this issue of the magazine, there's not a whole lot of naked ladies and stuff like that. It's just pretty much all about Hugh Hefner and his life and how he started Playboy and stuff like that, and it's really cool. Of course, I've watched a lot of documentaries about Playboy by now, and it kind of just repeats everything that they said. I still really like it. There's cartoons in it, which this is really sad, but there are actually funny cartoons in it, like back here, if I can grab it and not drop it. I just thought that I would like to have it because regardless of the allegations that Holly Madison made against him or what actually happened, regardless of all of that, this man just built an empire. And back at the time, whenever he started Playboy, if you really think about it, like that was when they couldn't even show married couples in bed together on TV. They had to put them in separate beds. So sex was something that was really just not talked about and was hush-hush, And he just opened the world's eyes to sex and had us all look at it in a different way. So I think that's really, really interesting. And then in the very back of this, there is a quote, and these are all throughout the magazine, but I'll just read this one to you. It says, "If it represents anything, my life is an example of how you don't have to live by somebody else's rules. Life is such a wondrous adventure if you take it into your own hands and pursue your own dreams. If you don't do that, you will never know what might have been. You will never know." I really, really like that. I just think that, he just did something that was not acceptable by any means at that time. It was not acceptable, and he just did it because that's what he wanted to do. He made this magazine because they didn't have a magazine back then that had naked ladies and talked about jazz and all the things that he liked, and that's why he did it. And it's just so amazing because he didn't have a whole lot of money. You know, he wasn't like some billionaire that was just like, okay, I'd like to make a magazine now. No, he just built up to this, and it was amazing. And I really admire him, regardless of all of the other things, putting all of that aside and actually looking at what he did, himself as a person. It's really cool. It's really inspirational, I think. Okay, so moving on from all of that nonsense, the next thing we have in here is this scarf. And I don't actually wear scarves, but I decided that I would like to try. So they had a black one with a white bunny and a white one with a black bunny, so I got the white. And the material, it kind of feels like a cheap, poorly made sweater, if that makes any sense. Like, it's just, I thought it was going to be like soft. And then another thing about it, and this really isn't a flaw, it's just a personal thing. It's very, very long. Like, as you can see, like, I can't even stand up high enough for you to see the end. So it's really, really long, and even if I like wrap it around, you know, it's so big. And that's not really a flaw because most people are normal sized and this would actually look good on them. But it's just a little long, I think. And the material, I wish it was made of something better. It's still really cute though, regardless of that. I love the little bunny. I think that's sweet. But the next thing that I have is a t-shirt. And this is the 1971 cover. This is who was on it. Another side note about Hugh Hefner. He did, whenever he started Playboy TV, this is back when there was like 3 TV stations. He had his show called Playboy TV. If you don't know about it, it was basically like a talk show where they had special guests and talent and stuff like that. And it looked like it was taking place in Hugh Hefner's living room. So, you know, there were beautiful women there and celebrities and stuff like that. And they would have people like musicians come on and play music and just kind of like, you know, any late night talk show that you would see now. And right before they were about to air their first ever show, they ran into a little speed bump because he had booked a group of African American jazz musicians to come on his show. And then I think there was also another woman, and I think she was a comedian or something, but she was also African American. And one of the stations said, we're not going to air this if you're going to have these people on your show. And of course, this was a time of, you know, severe segregation and police brutality against African Americans, and it was awful. And I wasn't there, of course, but just thinking back on how things were then, I just don't understand how people can think that way. It just doesn't make sense to me. I grew up where that was just completely like, no, absolutely not. Racism was not a part of my family in any way. All the way back to my great-grandparents, nobody had a tiny smidget of racism in their body. It was completely frowned upon in my family. So I don't understand how people could think that way. But back then, that's just how it was. And instead of saying, oh, okay, we'll find new talent so our show can air, he said, no, we're going to keep the talent that we have. And if they pull the plug on us, then oh well. And so he did, and that one station pulled the plug, and oh well, they lost out, didn't they? Alright, so the next thing that I have is also a t-shirt. This is supposed to be a quarter-length sleeve. Okay, and I love quarter-length sleeves. I just like, even long sleeve shirts, I usually pull them up to about there. I really like them, always have. I think they may have sent me the wrong size. Because, again, this shirt that I just showed you, this is also a small. And it looks a little bit bigger than most smalls that I have. But, I mean, it still looks like if it shrank a little bit, it would be, you know, about right. So this one, this one is quite large for me. So I think that they may have sent me the wrong size, but these sleeves, whenever I put it on earlier, these sleeves are just like these sleeves on me. They're long sleeves, and it's supposed to be a quarter length sleeve shirt. So it's a little big, but it is really cute. I really like it says Playboy, and then it has the guy with the bunny head and the suit, and I really like that. I thought that was adorable. I really hope that I can get it to shrink and to fit me right, because I really like it. It's like my favorite thing that I ordered, so I really hope I can get it to fit. Fingers crossed, everybody. Next to last thing that I got is a hoodie, and it is black, and it just says Playboy on it. That's all. It's just a regular hoodie. This is also a small. Now the material of this, I'm sure everybody has a hoodie somewhere in their closet or has had one before. The material of it is kind of, it's almost like if you've ever gone to a concert and gotten a hoodie from there. It just feels kind of like stiff on the outside. Now the inside, it's soft, but it's not like that really thick, you know, like fleece material. It's just barely soft, just barely a little bit fuzzy. It's pretty thin also, at least the sleeves are, but I do really like this. I think that's really cute also. So moving on to the last item that I have, and again, one of my favorites. I got a backpack, and it's this really cute sailor stripe. I really like that. It was also available in red with a, not this color blue, but like a baby blue bunny on it. I think it's really cute for like a beach bag or something like that. I thought it was going to be a lot smaller. I thought it was going to be like a purse pretty much. But I think it's pretty cute. So the way that it fastens, I don't know if you can see that, and it even looks crooked on here. You have to push this little switch in, and then it pops right out of there. And then it opens up. There's a drawstring on the front, so you can tighten it up. There are no pockets on the inside at all, which I thought was kind of odd, because I feel like on the website it showed a pocket on the inside, but I guess I was wrong. There are pockets on the outside. There's one here and one here, and they're separated so you can have two different types of things, maybe like a water bottle on this side and your phone on this side so it doesn't get wet, that type of stuff. So I really like this. I think it's really cute. I just thought it was going to be a lot smaller, like a purse backpack, not like a full-blown backpack. The material of it is kind of like what it looks like, kind of like a canvas, I guess, material, but it's really rough. Also, the straps here on the back, they have this little adjuster so you can make the straps as tight or as loose as you would like them to be. So that's really nice. Overall, what I have to say about the Playboy Shop is that their items are adorable. I absolutely love everything on that site. They had tapestries like this. They had sunglasses, they had hats, they had everything, and it's really cute stuff. They have men's stuff, women's stuff, they have stuff for the home, and it's really awesome, really cute stuff, very expensive. I saw a pair of sunglasses on there, and they had the little bunnies on them, and they were so cute, and I'm a sucker for sunglasses. So I was like, oh my gosh, I really like those. And I click on them, thinking that, you know, this is an expensive site. They're probably going to be like, you know, like $50 or something like that. And I click on them, and they're like $125. And I was like, oh my goodness, that is a lot of money for some sunglasses. My order, the 6 items that I ordered, so that's the magazine, 2 shirts, a hoodie, and a scarf. Those 6 items cost me $179 or a little bit more, pretty much $180. So that's pretty expensive. I mean, that's just a lot of money for this stuff. I mean, it's just a t-shirt. It's one of those things where you're paying for the name on the shirt, but in this case, it's not like, You know, Hollister, their clothes are actually well made. This is, you know, not the best quality items, and they just have the word Playboy on them. But their stuff is really cute. I am satisfied with the stuff that I got. The only really big problems that I have, my main issues with everything, is the bag, because the material just feels really rough, and it was advertised to be smaller, like a purse. So that I'm not really happy with. And also the scarf. The scarf is just way too long. Now again, that's just me. That's a personal thing because I am very short. I'm only 4 foot 11 inches. So that scarf is probably not as long as it seems to me. Normal people who are a normal height, it's probably just right. And the last issue that I have is that that quarter length sleeve shirt. I'm pretty sure I was sent the wrong size. Maybe not, but it's definitely not a small. Let's compare. Okay, so here we have my small shirt with the 1971 cover, and we also have the quarter length sleeve shirt. Now, doing it this way, it just looks like it's supposed to be a little bit longer, but it's also wider. And, you know, on the model, it was a quarter length sleeve. Maybe she just had freakishly long arms. I don't know. But this does not look like a small to me. Alright, I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video and joining me on my birthday. If you liked it and you would like to see more, then give me a big thumbs up and hit subscribe and become my friend because I'm lonely. And I very much hope to see you in my next video. Bye!